Hi there, it's Sue Stapp, and today I'm going to share with you how I store my paper pumpkins. One of my customers had asked me, and she had a really great idea about putting it in a binder and putting everything into a sleeve in that binder, which I thought was very good. Now, what I have been doing, because I've been doing this for, I think over 3 years now, so I have quite a few one of these boxes, which I reuse all the time. And you can, if you're short on storage space and you want to fold them flat, you can. You just open them up. They have a flap there and they have a flap here. And so if you just bend that back a little, it'll pop out. And then you can fold it flat. And store it like that. So it takes up a lot less space. Now I keep these out in my garage and they stay really well because they're a nice sturdy cardboard box. So that's one thing that I do. And then the second thing that I do is when I get my stamp sets, I photocopy them. And this one I've already photocopied for you so you can see it. And I put a label on here that it's the January 2021. And then I have these cases from my Stampin' Up! Stamps that were on wood blocks that I took off. And I do this by year. So this is the 2020 paper pumpkin stamp sets. And usually the stamp sets are a month ahead of whatever holiday it is. So for instance, this is a January paper pumpkin and it's has Valentine's on it. So that would be for February. So they send them out a month and ahead of time. And like this was September and it has the pumpkins and Happy Halloween and so forth. So I keep these separated by year. So again, this is last year's. I'm going to get a new bin and I'll put this in it to start off my January 2021 package. Now, if I have embellishments left over, I will put them with my other embellishments because I figure I can use them for something. It doesn't have to be for a Valentine, like these little epoxy hearts, and stars. Could certainly use those for anything. These are some of the tags that are in that set. And then I'm going to be using these because I'm actually going to make Valentines with the kits this month. Usually I don't make the cards that come in the kit. I have an alternative video. But I thought these were such cute Valentines. And there's always a Stampin' Spot. Now I store these and I give them out to my customers when I have my catalog previews, or if I have an awards program I'm doing 1 month, I'll put a couple of these in a package for them, one of our clear envelopes. And my ribbon I keep all together, and this is the black sparkly ribbon, so I'll put that with the rest of my ribbons. And if I happen to have any cards or envelopes left, I'll put them together because usually the envelopes coordinate with the cards. And so I would put this in here and store it to use for another project. So it wouldn't necessarily have to be Valentine's, it could be anything, and especially with the peach color, we could certainly use any other holiday. We could use white envelopes for that. So what I do after I photocopy the stamp set, because that's the main thing, all these are what I call consumables. That's stuff I'm going to use. And the stamp sets are reusable. So I have a binder that I keep all of my current products in. These are all current sets that I have, stamp sets. So what I have over here on this side is I keep my paper pumpkins. And you can tell that I have, this is the October, November, and December paper pumpkin stamp sets. So it's just that photocopy that I made. It's not rocket science, but it does keep it organized for me. And then I'll start the new year with the 2021, And what I do is I'll just photocopy it and then I'll cut it out and put it on one sheet so that I have usually at least 3 months on one sheet. Sometimes I have 2, sometimes I have 4, so you never really know. But I keep those over to the side because I don't want to get them confused, because I keep this book updated with whatever the current stamp sets are. And whereas the Paper Pumpkin stamp sets aren't in our catalog and available for purchase on a regular basis, they are still things that I might want to use in the future or reuse in the future. So I like to keep them in there, and I do often go back. And if I'm, for instance, if I'm looking to see a specific sentiment, now here I have, you know, these are all alphabetized, and I'll go through here and look for a specific sentiment. But if I don't have it, a lot of times the monthly Paper Pumpkins have really cute sentiments to go along with the stamp sets. So I might go back and look and see and say, oh, this is #1 teacher. I'm looking for Teacher Appreciation Day. I'm gonna pull out that month's. Or, you know, if there's anything else that there's summer, you know, again, they're in here by month, so I can look up and see what I might want to add onto a card. And the sentiments are usually almost always different than what's in our catalog for our regular stamps. Now, you do also get that instruction sheet, and I do save these. I have a little hanging file in my drawer here next to my desk, and I just put them in there, and they're chronological. So if I need to go back and look up something, or if someone had a question, they lost their instruction sheet, I can just scan this and resend them over to them. Or if they want to know what colors coordinate with it, because they don't have this sheet anymore, you know, the coordinating Stampin' Up! Colors are always listed on here. So that is what I do, and I hope that helps you. And if you're interested in Paper Pumpkin, it's our monthly subscription, and it comes right to your door with everything you need, including the ink, the stamp, the embellishments, the cards, envelopes, and sometimes it's not cards, sometimes it's gift boxes or some little paper craft, but most times it's cards. And this month I think there's 8 cards, and it's $22, and I think that's a really good deal because you have so many of these reusable things, and things, I never use all that they give you. You can see how many of these epoxy hearts there are. I mean, there's a slew of them. So I will use those, you know, for other cards or birthday cards or whatever. But if you're interested, you can go to my site, suestapp.stampinup.net. That'll take you to my 24/7 store, and you can find out about Paper Pumpkin. Or you can always email me if you'd like a personal link sent to you. And my email is suestapp1@gmail.com. My blog post and website is suestapp.com. Thanks for stopping in today. I hope you join me again soon, and happy stamping.